What? What? Where are we? Things are all different. Things are very different. In fact, even you might notice camera quality, very different. Audio quality, of course, very different. I can show you stuff now. I can show you stuff. Oh, there's something on my mouth. It feels weird. Before I get into everything, I finally found a method to use the better camera. This whole time I've been recording on my phone, just using like the front-facing camera, because that was just the one that I could really like reliably easily use. But now, oh my gosh, it's so much more streamlined. Oh, recording is going to be so much easier. With the downside of, well, I mean, it's an upside. The colors are a lot better. The downside, it's like way sharper than I think I wanted it to be. And in fact, it feels, I don't know what it is. I couldn't figure out what was causing this, but it just feels like there's some sharpening, something making it sharper. I don't know. It just doesn't feel natural. So you can see like all of my pores. You can just see every single one of them. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Is the YouTube downscaling, the 1080p, gonna fix that? I hope to God. I hope to God when I upload this to YouTube, it's going to look a lot worse than it looks on my side. Worse in a good sense, because there is a good worse in this scenario. But I mean, here, check this out. So this right here, this is just like my phone screen. This is just like regularly my phone, right? Oh, where did everything go? This is just my phone screen, right? There's a litany of things to allow me to set this all up. But anyways, I can just open up right here to the application that I'm using to like mess with my camera. And if I click here and I click on number 2 back, look, it's the whole room. It's the whole room instead of just the one. And you can see over there my pile of junk that was hidden conveniently off camera. I don't know what to do with any of that right now. I'm still trying to figure it out. I've got like an extra carpet down there. I have that carpet on the floor, and then you can't see it, and I don't feel like touching the camera. Another little carpet down there. I don't know what to do with that extra carpet. It's rolled up. Like I don't have anywhere to put that. I was thinking maybe putting it on the wall back there. I'm not really sure, because I know like there's a lot of reverb in this room, but oh yeah, it's also not over there. I have a lot of material to make some kind of like dead cheap, well, like not even dead cheap. The only thing I'm lacking to put it together are nails to assemble the frame. Like stupid cheap, some kind of like reverb dampening panels. I don't know if I'll ever get around to doing that, but I want to. I've also for like a year now had just a ton of material aside from like wood and rock wool for making like I have all the stuff for it. Actual like good sound or reverb reduction panels. I have all the stuff I need to assemble besides from wood and rock wool installation. And it was, oh my gosh, I had a vision, all right? I bought like strips so I could add backlighting to it. I bought cables and connectors so that I could connect them together. So instead of just like having one long strip through all of them, just the cables are backlit. I bought paint that matches the walls. I bought solder so I can solder the, the LED strips together and solder it to the wires. I've had all that stuff sitting around since last winter. If I remember correctly, I think I've had it sitting around since last winter. And my plan was to just come back and buy the rock wool and assemble it until I learned I have to buy the rock wool a pallet at a time. There's nowhere around me, or even like back at home, where I could have bought it just like one package at a time. All I need is one package. I need one pack for like 70 bucks. I don't need a whole pallet for 1,200. I'm not gonna do that. I could deaden the entire room for that amount of it. More than the entire room, actually, significantly more. I'm not spending $1,200 on insulation. I would rather just have reverb in my videos and pretend I don't care about it very much. I'm also going to jump back and mention, because I forgot to say anything about it earlier, the carpet that's down there, right? I said I wanted to put it up on that back wall. I am well aware that there are better things for reverb reduction, okay? I am well aware of that. I have spent so much time looking into this to try and figure out the cheapest, most effective way for me to do it. And I know what it is, okay? I just have to get my hands on the stupid rock wool. I know it helps some. And I have it there, and it's free, and it's just sitting there. I was given it. I have nowhere else to put it. Putting it up on the wall will do something. It will do something. I might put it on that wall. I might put it on that wall. I know it's better to do it on the first reflection than the second reflection, but I don't know the process of putting up and taking down. I haven't figured any of that out yet. And I would also, honestly, I think I kind of prefer it on the wall behind me. It might look better for video purposes. No clue. I don't know. I'm well aware that there are better options, but this is literally free, and I know it will do something. That's why I'm considering it. Anyways, new location, new stuff. I'm starting school tomorrow. Can't wait for that. Yeah, I've got a new roommate. I've got a new roommate now who is gonna hear me talking through the wall. And I was talking to him a couple days ago, and we were talking about politics. Unfortunately, I've just become consumed with it. I don't like it. but it's fun, so I'm gonna keep doing it, all right? But I don't remember what the topic that we were talking about was, but he mentioned that he was sick of influencers online giving their uninformed opinion on topics, and I'm just sitting there like smiling and nodding along with the conversation, because I'll admit, I am not an expert on anything I talk about. I am not an expert on any of it, but I like talking about it, so I do it anyways. And I was like sitting there knowing that that is me, like, oh, yep, that's me. Of course, like I didn't tell him about anything that's going on here or anything, because it's like, it's not relevant, right? It's not relevant, so it's not gonna come up. But I'm like, that's me. That's me. I'm the uninformed influencer. Of course, my realm of influence is very small, very, very small. But I don't care. It's still a title that falls on me. Speaking of political stuff, since my last video on Grok, where oh yeah, also I apologize. Hear me bouncing. You might hear the chair squeak occasionally. Really annoying. I don't think there's anything I do about it. I've tried. This chair is such a mess. Oh my god. It also keeps like every once in Jesus Christ. It's not that violent, but every once in a while, I'll just be sitting here and then I'll find myself on the floor all the way down here and I'll have to pick the chair back up. It's so annoying. The hydraulics are stupid and broken, and I wish I could fix it, but I really can't, and I can't get a new chair either. Anyways, on that Grok video, I kept getting so many comments of, I don't know why this one was the one that sparked it. I've talked about other stuff. For some reason, I think the Israel-Palestine conflict is what brought them out, but I had so many individuals who I would read their comment and go, yep, hide from channel, bye-bye. Because I just don't need to entertain the opinion of like bigoted or racist people. I could not count how many times there were people in those comments blaming what Grok was doing on Jewish people, or blaming what Israel was doing to the Palestinians on the Palestinian people. Like, it's not the civilians' fault, and I don't care to entertain this because of how rudely and how like just how insanely bigoted and racist a bunch of the comments were. I'm gonna be so real. It is so fun seeing like 2 to 3 paragraphs written out, and then I'll read over them and go, oh, hide forever. Thank you for the effort. No one else is going to see that. I'm glad you enjoyed writing it. Because frankly, you know, like, I do want to entertain the opinion of others, and I do want to talk to others, and I want them to inform the way that I also see certain issues, right? But there are some people I just won't entertain. There are some people who just aren't deserving of entertainment. And that's just how it's going to be, and it's fun, and that's the joy of the internet. If I don't like something, I can just not see it anymore, which is actually just factually incorrect, and I don't know why I said that. If I don't like what other people are saying to me, I can just make them go away. Speaking of AI, this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a couple days now, and it's not super important, but I think the AI bubble, I don't think it's popping, but the film is beginning to ripple a little bit. As of today, as of just like a couple hours ago, a report from the Wall Street Journal that AI's big leaps are slowing, and this comes after ChatGPT's GPT-5 rollout, which was very underwhelming. People were expecting a lot more out of it, and it didn't really deliver what it was supposed to, which is kind of where we're going to be, because we are limited by what we can do with AI. AI can develop more AI quicker, and better AI agents and models can make newer AI agents and models quicker, but with the caveat being, we need power for it, and we don't have that power. Maybe one day we will really jump over that curve. Maybe one day we will have a model that's just like insanely power, insanely energy efficient. Maybe we get the quantum computing chips, which I don't know a bunch about, but I know Microsoft has one. I know they have one. I know they've made it. I don't know how efficient it is or anything about that. I would assume it's more efficient. I would assume that in combination with these AI learning models, we might get something insane. But again, that will have the same bottleneck that we have now. We'll have to continue to develop. We will have to repeatedly continue to develop newer technologies to make the neck of the bottle wider into the next new bottle over and over again. And I think as of now, we are squeezing as hard as we can through the current neck of the bottle, and there's only so much we can get out of it. I think the models will continue to get better. They will continue to improve themselves, but at a slower pace as time goes on, because each subsequent model is significantly more restrictive to develop. To use, they are actually pretty light, but to actually make the model, it's really intensive. And I'm gonna go back actually on that statement I just made. To use, it is light. to use in a single instance, but on the scale that we are using them, it is pretty intensive. Training is the problem. Training is where the issues come in. Anyways, I've rambled a little bit, I look different and I sound different, and that's the main thing I wanted to hop on and talk about. But there was a little bit of AI to talk about in there too, because AI is something that I always talk about. Anyways, bye!